Happy Thanksgiving week. We're gonna look for power in this thing. So this thing is going black. Oh boy, easy. We did it kind of for fun. All right, guys, you ready to see this thing? What is up, guys? Happy Thanksgiving week. We have a really exciting vlog for today. Something that's been in the works for how long? How long ago? I was meaning to look this up. How long ago did we take this bike apart and you rode it home with no tins on it?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
We have the 2024 Road Glide, and sorry, I lost my voice like 2 days ago or something, so I'm just recovering. So
do you need help looking for it?
If you guys remember, 2024 bike, it's been sitting in the shop for
5 months.
5 months. It's been sitting in the shop, no tins on it, like you said. It was always sitting right here, and we had some custom parts we were working on in those 5 months. Today, in this one episode, our goal is to completely transform this bike with those parts. And one thing I can say is the wheels are missing. I don't see wheels. Let me show you guys what we do have though. We have this beautiful tin set. We have our all new Triple Trees top and bottom. We've been working on for about 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, since we first brought it here, we tore into it and
Yeah.
we've been doing testing.
So maybe 9 months, to be honest, something like that. We'll show you guys that here in a second. You're gonna really wanna see our all new Triple Trees. If you guys remember, our bike used to have chrome components on it, floorboards and shifters and risers and bars and stuff like that. We were going that route. And then when we saw our tin set, we were like,
Yeah, murder this thing out.
yeah, we need to go all black. All new black parts. A black air filter. Grab the stock air filter. I was dying laughing. So we kind of like prepped the bike a little bit because we didn't want to drag this on too long. We want to finish this thing in this one vlog. So we prepped some things. We got things a little bit ready to go.
So yeah, like Lance said, we were getting it prepped. We hit the floor running once we were here. And I took the filter or the cover off and I got to look inside and I was like, is this missing stuff? Like, look how small this filter is.
So that's the stock air filter.
It's breathing through this.
You're just dying. Look at how for size, like how just small that is.
Which, like, this really goes to show like how much more capable these engines are for producing power. Because I know Luke had mentioned that, but like think about how choked up this thing is with the stock exhaust, with the air filter, with the stock cams. Like,
we're gonna look for power in this thing. Today's not power, but we are gonna switch the air filter out because that thing's ugly.
it's like a little like 100cc lawnmower air filter.
So we got the Billet air filter, which is really cool. You guys have seen we've used these a lot on all of our bikes. All black. It should look really cool. Another thing that we're not going to get into today, but I'm going to show you guys, we've been ordering these parts as well. This will be a couple episodes from now. All black engine parts. This is one of the rocker box pieces.
And push rod covers.
Yeah, bring that over here. Let's just see. So this thing is going black. So we're going to black those out, this out. I got those. So we're going to do all that when we do the cam install. Cam install is not happening today. We will switch this pipe out because we also can't have a chrome pipe on it. Also, if you guys notice, next to the Triple Trees, we have black coated fork tubes. We're gonna be throwing those on today. And something that we have not opened yet. Yep.
We got dialed.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
It's not embroidered.
sick.
It's like an actual
Yeah. One thing that we have been working on with Saddleman, I've known the boys over at Saddleman for nearly a decade now, and we've always talked about doing seats together. And you guys have noticed in the vlogs, basically all my bikes and all of our bikes usually have a Thrashin logo embroidered on them. And we've seen a lot of you guys ask me like, can I get that same seat you guys roll? One thing that I've always liked in my seats is a little bit more of like a round kind of traditional look. And so that's what we went ahead and did on this one. And then we did the TPR black and gray logo, which will look sweet. That thing, we'll see it buttoned up. We're missing the wheels. Fresh tires.
fresh Dunlops.
And the wheels are at powder coat and they're supposed to be done today. So the goal is that we start wrenching on this thing, get it built. I'm hoping that while we're wrenching on it, I can go rip to the powder coater, pick the wheels up, throw the tires on the wheels, and we can get to going. So
I'm most excited about the front end of this thing because Juan's been working really hard on these clamps. Like just seeing everything come together is like, it's such a cool setup and so many cool little features like built in.
Before we dive in, I do want to let you guys know that this Friday is Black Friday. Thrashin Supply will have some awesome deals going on. So make sure you check out thrashinsupply.com this Friday after Thanksgiving, because some of those parts that we're throwing on the bike, some of the apparel that we're wearing will be big savings. So check it out this weekend. All right, let's get into it. Well, do you think it would be wise to put the triple trees on before we put the tins on?
Especially, well, at least the tank.
How are we doing this? Like, are we tag teaming it? You do the back, I do the front?
I don't think we want to get like too out of hand.
Okay.
I think someone could be like working on the forks, but I don't want to get where we could scratch things, or let's show them the triple trees.
Show, full reveal.
Yeah, all right, so here's the deal, guys. We've been doing triple trees for road glides for somewhere in the neighborhood of like 4 to 5 years. And we learned a lot on this bike with this triple tree setup. And we kind of also took feedback from what our customers would request. A lot of you guys would ask, is my original key gonna work with the lock? Everyone was always concerned, is my lock gonna work? Can I use my original keys? So that was like one of the main things that I was always like, people want that. Also the multi-location for your risers. I know that when I got on this bike and had the risers in the stock location, it was a little reached forward and I would have wanted the risers closer to me. That's kind of how we came up with that idea on this bike. So we still continued with that. So you have 2 locations which are in use, but we were able to leave the stock lock in the location it needs to be, and the risers go around it. So you can use the stock location with the stock lock, or even bring it back with the stock lock. Use your stock key, the key that you already own with your bike and the lock you already own. And then we did this awesome carbon fiber cover. This is the forged carbon fiber. We also have it in a twill. We went with a dual pinch setup. We matched that same pinch as well down here, dual pinch, big surface area of clamping. All made in America, billet. They're gonna be available in black and chrome. Oh look, he's got a chrome one right here.
So I don't know if Lance touched on this, but you will have the option to not run the lock, and it's gonna come like this. This little piece comes off, and then you could choose whether you want to run it as is or you want to run it with your stock lock and one of these rad covers. So this is a twill weave.
So that's twill carbon fiber, and this is forged carbon. We're gonna have a whole install video.
Yes.
So if you wanna learn how to take it off, be ready to watch our install video, which hopefully is dropping this week, shortly after. Hopefully all this product is live on the website already. So during this video, if you wanna learn more, or after the video, you can learn more when we're done with this. I think you can even buy these right now, hopefully.
Yeah, I was just gonna touch on that. The way that Juan designed this into it, it
Yeah.
is like actually more secure than the stock
Yeah.
Harley lock.
So what Cole's saying is that the lock bolts in this location right here. You see that? That's where the lock is bolted down. That's the same way it is on the stock one. But the cool part is when you put our piece on and then you set your risers on it, it would be physically impossible for somebody to get to your lock.
Yeah, whereas in the stock setup, it's just got a plastic cover. So you get the plastic off and you can get to those bolts. So it's a little bit harder, or quite a bit harder, to access those bolts. So ultimately making it safer.
Enough about that. Let's get to working on the bike.
Well, if you want to do the trees, we could split that apart. You guys maybe could do the fork tubes and I'll put the trees on.
To be honest with you guys, this is the first time any of us are seeing all black setup put on the bike, because we've been testing just raw components. Yeah. So this is kind of exciting. These are the keys that came with this bike. They would be the same ones that work on our bags. Check this out. Put it to the lock position. Stock keys. Stock lock. How sick is that? With our risers. And just wait. A lot of the components that Harley-Davidson is selling, like this forged carbon, how good this is gonna look when that tank's on it. The forged carbon.
Dude.
And then the forged carbon.
And then the forged carbon.
Look at this guy smile.
It's the first time I've seen it all, like you said, with all the color, because we were just testing with raw aluminum with all machine marks, so it looks freaking sick.
That was just like the first thing we were really excited to do. Let's hit the back fender right now.
Let's scratch the paint, dude. It's all you right now, bro.
What goes in the
Hold on,
front?
go back up.
Those go under
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Okay, I'll get there.
Okay, are the skinny bolts in the back or the front?
This one, like Lance, it's this one right
You
there.
have Loctite on that?
Yes,
Yes.
it's got Loctite. Oh gosh.
You're fine, bro.
Look at that, I was filming and putting bolts in.
Multitasking.
All right, fender. Dude, actually looks really good with the red taillights.
Blacked out already?
Yeah, no, it looks good. Bag, bracket, supports are all on. We're gonna wait to put the bags on until we put the wheel on. That's a must, but next up, let's grab that fairing. It's been 5 months since we disassembled this bike. We're still kind of going, what goes where? All right, boys, are we prepared for the fairing?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Prepared as we can be. Can you go on that side and help guide it on, Lane?
So if you notice on this side, there's like these little so don't try to slide it in. We need to loosen these bolts. Really?
Just goes back just a tiny bit.
All right, I just didn't want to.
Oh.
Paper effort.
All right, we got most of the plastic trim back in place. Button a few things up. Speakers can go back in. We'll snap these things back in.
Ain't going nowhere.
All right, so we did a little bit of the front. We got the fairing. We did a little bit of the back. Well, first of all, we got excited and we set the seat on there. Look how freaking cool those colors look.
It looks freaking bitchin'.
All right, but before we go to like the tank or anything like that, we're gonna start throwing our black controls on. So we got our boards. Our boards, we're going with the 1/2 inch extension, which is gonna raise them up 1/2 inch, which offers more ground clearance and a tighter ride because your legs are a little bit closer to you. We're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna throw the brake arm on. We already have the hub because we had the chrome one on there, so we're just gonna be able to install that. We're gonna throw on the 1 inch shorter shifter, our adjustable linkage in black. If any of this has been on your mind, Black Friday is around the corner. You better shop. I'm gonna leave the camera with the boys. They're gonna get to it. We actually have a building inspector here to sign off our occupancy. So I'm gonna go do that real quick.
All right, we're gonna put this in the low setting. Like Lance said, we already had the hub on it because we had the chrome one. Should be down.
Pretty much everything we had on the bike in chrome, we're just going over to black because once we kind of got a good look at the tint set with the paint, we kind of all decided that black was gonna make the flames pop a little harder.
Let's get these on there. Brake pedal on. We're just gonna kind of roughly guesstimate the angle. We'll probably sit on it.
Yeah, there's kind of an order of operations, especially when the bike's this far taken apart. We kind of like need to get the tank on to put the seat on to then figure out what bars and riser setup we want to go with, which we kind of loosely know what we're gonna go with, but I think that's dialed.
That's so sick.
And we got the PVT cover for more clearance, for more foot room on the boards with the, what is it, 1/2 inch riser?
Yeah, 1/2 inch
Half inch
riser.
spacer. All right, we're gonna put the other P54 on the rear, and then we can get to knocking out a lot of the other controls, like the floorboard on this side, the easy shift, the shift lever, and the shifter peg. And we should pretty much have, what do we have left after that? So excited to get the hand controls dialed in.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
This guy.
Boys, I don't know what you were doing the last 20 minutes I was gone, but I will tell you this. It's been 2 years in the making to get our occupancy signed off to be inside of this building, and that's what we've been waiting for, to be able to hold a grand opening party. The thing is we just finally got signed off. I'm super stoked, and that means grand opening party plans are starting now, so be ready. I would say 2025 spring, we'll be having a grand opening party. All of you guys should be ready to book your flights, ride your bikes out here, come out, hang out, because there's gonna be some cool stuff happening. More news to come. But what did you guys get done?
Juan got the brake pedal.
Nice.
Brake setup on, got this floorboard.
I want to make sure that we don't scratch the fenders. So should we put like blue tape? Because we don't have we lost the nut. I'm getting the tape. Bro, I'm excited. It's Thanksgiving week. We're going into the holidays. Christmas is around the corner. This bike's about to be done. We just got signed off in the building.
I mean, I've been here since February this year.
Yeah.
And I remember Raymond making a flag for it for April. And then April passed and we're like, oh, maybe May, maybe June.
I got excited and I just pushed the back brake down.
Nice.
And there's no rotor in the caliper.
There, higher?
No, way lower than that.
Isn't that where I just had it?
Lower.
Not lower.
Splines scare me, dude. I think we go higher and then, I don't know.
No, there, and then we could fine tune it from there. All right, doing a little test fit. First of all, these are custom black chrome Thrashin Supply mid-bend bars. We did it kind of for fun. To be honest with you guys, we price quoted them and they're really expensive, so it'd be hard to bring it to market, but we did figure we could throw them on our bike.
What do you think?
I think so, because I think this. All right, so I'm sitting on the bike and we're trying to dial in like seat location to handlebars and risers. It's looking like pretty decent, but I do feel like I'm still leaning forward. I do have the risers on the closer setting, but as you get it closer to you, it's dropping down at the angle of the tree. So I'm almost thinking about adding the 1-inch riser spacers to bring the bars just up a little bit more. And I know it's not gonna be that much, but just a little bit more, I think might do the trick. Because also as it comes up, it's gonna come to me. So I think it's gonna just be a little bit more comfortable. 1-inch riser spacers on this to see what it feels like to be a little bit closer. And we're kind of playing with all this before we throw the gas tank on. So the nice thing is you can see that there's a little pocket that the riser will sit in. Tag team. One-inch spacers added to the bottom of the 9.5-inch pullbacks, also closer on the tree. Hopping on the bike. I'm 5'9".
Pretty much.
They don't feel like that much higher, but I just feel a little bit looser on the bike. Comfortable. My feet feel good. The 1/2-inch spacer on the boards, so that's bringing my feet up a little bit more to me. And then we also did the 1-inch spacer on the risers on the 9.5-inch pullbacks with the bars closer. We also did the 1-inch shorter shift arm and the 2-inch shorter brake arm, which is also closer to me and lower. Ultimately just kind of like tightening up all the controls, and really for me is making this bike gonna be a dream to ride. And I think even, Cole, how tall are you?
I'm 5'11", and when I sit on this bike, I mean, like when I sit on your CVO or Juan's bike, I actually compliment Juan on his setup because I like it a lot. And so it's like, you kind of have some wiggle room with your height. I think it's more comfortable, more aggressive, more, I don't know, everything just feels more like fine-tuned for hitting those long rides.
Yeah, and the cool part, again, it's all adjustable, right? You can adjust the risers forward. There's adjustment here right now too, if I want to bring that up. So again, it still can be tailored to another rider's needs, but this for me is gonna be like, I'm really excited to rip this thing. And again, I have the spacers on this. So if somebody was longer legs, you don't need to run the spacers. You can just run it at the stock height, which would drop everything down a little bit. All right, now it's time to swap out the chrome sliders for our black coated ones. And it's off. Putting her together, dude.
You sure you know how to do this?
All right, we're gonna go from that color to that color. Sick. All right, we weren't gonna film this, but that fork, which I believe is the left fork, had very red fork oil in it. And I'm doing the right fork, and it's very dark.
You see it better in here.
And you
It's
can
like-
see
it's
the
like brown.
difference, watch.
Whoa, dude.
See how brown it is?
Yeah.
Like what the, and it seems like way less oil. Does one fork get more abuse and it burned out faster, or were these built on, dude, they were built on 2 different assembly lines. All right, so the forks are about 90% done. There is a part at Anodize that I gotta go run and grab to finish those off. So in the meantime, we're gonna start working on fueling BA air filter kit.
Downdraft. So one of the big revisions or improvements on this model bike was the heads and the intake runners. So everything here is completely different with like my style bike or even your CVO, your 21 CVO. So they had to make this crazy thing that brings it down that puts a filter in like a more comfortable
Otherwise the filter would hit the gas tank.
Yeah.
Puts the filter down. Okay, and while Juan is getting the assembly done of the air filter, Cole and I are going to go ahead and install the bars and risers, or the bars on the risers. That way we can get the controls all set up and away from the gas tank when we go to throw that on. Right now he is applying.
Putting a little anti-seize at the bottom of the head and the threads so we don't get any binding.
The last time we rode this bike or had it together, we had a prototype brake reservoir cap on it. Now we actually have those in black, so we'll be swapping that out to a black brake reservoir cap, which will be sick.
That was like almost 2 months before we left for Sturgis.
Remember the day we bought it and we rode it to Palmdale, Angeles Crest, and went and had tacos? It was such a sick ride.
This side, I think, first. All this stuff plugged in.
Velocity stack with the red filter. It's gonna look sick with the red flames. And then what do we got, Cole? What are you doing?
Putting on the throttle assembly, billet throttle tube, dialed.
Thrashin billet throttle tube, which also has TPE plastic inserts for.
Also comes in gold, which is sweet. I wanted to put gold on it, but it doesn't really go.
Controls are, for the most part, on. We're gonna put a grip on. We're also gonna swap this out for black. It's gonna be sick, dude. Just so you guys know, it's late. We're probably gonna come back and finish this bike tomorrow. We got stuff we gotta do tonight. Juan goes, before I leave off the vlog, I'm putting the tank on, the sides, and the bags. I gotta see this thing.
I gotta see it. Lance is like, no, we're gonna wait. And we're so close that we could make it look like a complete bike in like 5 minutes.
We just can't, because we don't have the wheels. There's one last piece of the puzzle that's at the anodizer that we also want to show. There's a couple pieces we can't put the forks together, and we can't put wheels on it.
There it is, proper.
Sick. All right, so this is actual production run. This was prototype. Time for a swap out. Coming together, bro. Dude, this all blacked out. It's looking sick. Gosh. Dude, that looks so good now. You're not putting the tins on. You can't get excited.
100%.
We're all getting excited together. You, me, Cole.
Okay, get an idea, get super hyped. For them, it's gonna be 1 second, because tomorrow is gonna be in the same vlog. You can't.
I want to wait.
I want to wait too.
Always got a key to this place too. He's gonna break back in later.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, see you later. Dude, Juan, can you imagine how good it's gonna look when we put the tank and all the bags and stuff on?
I don't know how to imagine. Once you guys leave, I'm freaking putting this together.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
I know.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good morning. We're back.
We're back, baby.
We never let Juan see the bike assembled. Everything stayed here all night.
You had to take him to dinner just so
He
you
didn't
couldn't
come
stay
back.
late.
What? Dude, pull that out. Oh boy.
Let's go in the sun. Let's go in the sun.
Oh, we dropped off the stock wheels over at our buddies in Camarillo Wheel Concepts, and they got these things powder coated for us in the week, and we are extremely stoked. Check this out.
The stock wheels are sick. Debating, like, do we go with aftermarket wheels? Do we stick with the stock wheels? But we kind of want an all black look. And honestly, the shape of the stock wheels are sick, so we just kind of settled on getting some fresh powder coat on there. New tires, really good.
Can't wait to see it with fresh rubber.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. We need to remember which way they spin though. I can't remember.
Dude.
What?
Can't scratch these.
They say that because we have the tire machine here, the balancer, all that. We don't do it on a day-to-day like a typical shop does, maybe a dozen or 2 dozen times a year for our own personal bikes. So we're not the best tire installers.
Like the dynos I can do all day. They're easy. But these, like it's just such a small, like low pro tire. I was down here for like 30 minutes by myself trying to get it off because you have to like manhandle it. Finally Juan came up and we double bench press this thing off.
And to be fair, we have a pretty good track record. Cole has a good track record. I don't think it's...
The first time we used it, Lance almost lost a finger.
Yeah, they do look really good.
Wow.
It's gonna look good, dude. We got another thing I picked up on the way in. We wanted to be able to spruce up the top of the forks, and we are going to be offering these. I don't know how fast they'll be up on the site. We'll be offering these so that your whole top end can match. It can look. And then if we go like this. Hey, just for a quick look-see, let's go like this.
I was gonna say it's worth mentioning too. Juan designed these to be the same diameter as the fork, so it can offer a slight drop, a little bit more ride height.
All back. Let's get to work. Let's finish this thing up.
All right, right side, this side, rotation, arrow is going this way, so the tire will be rotating that way. Kind of terrified. They put this yellow marking on here, so this is like the lightest section of the tire. Best to line that up with the valve stem. Usually it rotates as you're putting it on, so it doesn't always be perfect, but.
Dialed.
All right, so like you guys just saw, Juan and I got the tire all on the rear wheel. We're actually waiting on the front tire. The front tire that was in the shot earlier was for a Dyna. So the other one, we're checking shipping today or tracking today, and it should be here this afternoon. So we'll get the front all mounted up. But right now, in the meantime, I am applying the Dunlop tire stickers that we run on a lot of our bikes. Prep the tire for it, and by prep I mean I take an X-Acto knife and cut off some of the little nipples that are on there, hit it with some contact cleaner to get a nice clean surface, and then we throw those on, let them sit for a second and peel the backing off. Then when those are all on the tires, we are going to balance them. Are you gonna show them that I already did the other side?
Look at that, dude.
Dial.
Custom. Not a lot of progress has been made in the last couple hours, to be honest with you guys.
We're doing all the little bits and pieces that take up most of the time, but you can't really tell. We're doing the 80% of the work.
It's good, dude. Are you trying to find the bottom?
Yeah, I found the bottom, the heavy spots down here. So we got 3 next to the valve stem up there.
Dude.
Waiting to see.
I'm gonna say this, that they're not mounted yet, but they look sick with
so
the tire sticker and the black wheel on the fresh rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Black, our new black caps, black, all black, wheel, all black, fresh nubs. Dude, okay, first of all, look at me. Nothing looks better than a fresh tire. Like, dude, a fresh tire looks so good, and when you just see a fresh looking bike roll out, correct front tire did not show up, and we don't see that it's showing up today. And it's Friday, and I really want to get this bike done for the vlog, for you guys. Okay, we either go put the stock tire, which looks crusty on it.
Nothing better than a fresh set of tires. Like, it just gives you that extra little pop.
Ventura Harley has this same tire brand new, but they do not have the American Elite, the same style tread. Notice that. The tread is different. The tread on the tire we have is different than this one. So I think we make 2 calls real quick, but if they don't have the American Elite, what are we doing? Because my thought process is 2 of us stay behind, we get the back tire put on, we get the bags put on, we get the tank put on. Like, half of the bike could be like kind of built. We just wait and do the forks in the front wheel when that shows up. It's really not that big of a deal. So someone could go run and get that. We're not going on a road trip. We're trying to make a cool bike that rolls off this stand right now.
Let's try and find an American Elite because this front tire is even harder to change than the rear tire.
All right, so let's make some calls. We came up empty-handed. None of the dealerships have American Elites. They do have the stock tire that came on the bike, which is a Dunlop, but it is a different tread, which is kind of like sacrilegious to do, especially on a build like this. If we know that the tire is coming Monday.
Well, here's the thing. We don't know if UPS or FedEx or whoever is delivering it has come yet today. So there's still a chance, fingers crossed, that it shows up today.
I say we start building it. We could build this bike to be back tire on, bags on, seat on, gas tank on, forks on, do everything, and then cross our fingers Monday the tire shows up, and we leave the bike over the weekend and we close the vlog out on Monday.
It's gonna bother us if we don't have matching tires.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
How good is that?
You guys have no idea how exciting this moment is for us. 6 to 9 months in the making of these triple trees.
A little bit.
Adjusted.
Is it tight?
Yeah.
All right, make sure this is the height you want it at.
Oh my
I'm not gonna
god.
be.
Like the other clamp looks great, but like having
Oh me.
all 3 of them.
Oh me. You guys pinched down and torqued the stem nut,
We haven't done this pinch yet.
but you did the stem?
The stems.
On how long have you waited to see these trees built?
A long time. Almost close a year now.
I said like 9 months at least.
A little lower.
Here's another thing too. You guys may just think, oh, we're just bolting on parts. This is a part that we developed. It's the first time it's being made. So for us, it's like a totally custom one of one part right now.
Everything. Top tree, bottom tree, these top.
And it's exciting too because obviously Juan designed it. He's doing all the work. Lance is the one that wanted to like keep the stock lock. And I was the one like kind of like twiddling my thumbs. Came down here one day and I'm like, I wonder how hard it is to get that lock off. So I just came down here with a hammer and it like kind of chiseled it off. I was like, that was really easy and so exciting to kind of hand that up to Juan. I don't know. This just like is like such a cool complete package.
Like to see this in the finished colors. We've seen prototype ones. They always have nasty machine marks, so they're just not that good looking.
And they're raw.
And so like to see this, oh my gosh, in the final fitment, dude. Oh my gosh. To see just the lineup of the pinch sections, the dual bolts on all of the trees, the black caps on the forks that match the black stem cap, the carbon fiber cover, the fact that it's the 2 locations, like it really looks sexy. See the American flag.
Isn't even like taking into account that the tins aren't on yet. We're just like kind of drooling at just like
The cockpit.
yeah.
It looks so mean. What do you got it at?
17 foot-pounds.
Why are you teasing us, bro? Stop it.
Hey.
I don't know.
All right, dude. Put that thing away, dude. You're scaring me. You're gonna scratch it.
Dude, unplug it.
Where
It's
are we
it's
gonna?
unplugged.
No, should we leave this?
It usually hangs out like down here or something, but whatever.
Bro.
Dude, look, cold beat. Oh my god, dude. Hey,
Hey, chill
yo,
out, chill out.
dude.
All right.
Dude, Cole already finished the whole side of the bike. Here, plug this thing in.
Just give me that. Where's the other one? All right, guys, if you can't tell by the 3-horse miles right now, how sick this looks, should we show them the back half? Dude. To make matters even worse, Cole had the tires out front, warming up in the sun. And I go, hey, I'll go grab the tires out front, dude. And I'm starting to walk back and I'm like, this is a Dyna front tire. The fool had a Dyna front tire. Oh my God.
Oh, unit matches everything.
All right, so like we said, forged carbon there, forged carbon right here. Our dashboard is the Harley forged carbon. Here is our VVT cover. This bike does not have VVT, but the bikes that do, they need a spacer. So we designed a spacer so that on the non-VVT, you could have the lowest profile possible with VVT still very low. But how cool is it that you can do a little bit of a color accent now?
Yeah, so this bike doesn't need this cover. Obviously, this cover works perfectly fine, but with the red paint and this dropping in red, we thought it would look cool, kind of bringing everything together.
All right, so you're good. Oh, you need the hardware for it.
Grant's getting us the hardware.
Dude, it looks so sick.
Dude, that looks mean on this.
Sick, right? With the red flames to the red there, to the red there. Another thing we have on the website is these ARP bolt hardware kits for your license plate.
We need to do a black California license plate now.
Oh, and it gets a Thrashin.
Can they go up on top?
Where do they go? Oh, they're the ones up there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what else? Nothing else? Just the plug down there.
Yeah.
Be very careful. 24 Road Glide tank. You mean this coffee cup that has it written on it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Dude, it's looking sick. Yep, and
That
then
one,
yep, and then
yeah,
the dash. Okay, and then are we gonna do Loctite on these as well?
Yeah, little dabble dude.
More forged carbon. Nice. I'm really sad that we've come to this point. We've gotten so close.
We could be riding it in like 10 minutes if we had the...
Tire.
We can throw the wheel on it and everything
No,
else.
I'm gonna give him like a little sneak peek. And the thing is, for you guys, it's gonna be
Yeah.
60 seconds and you're gonna see the bike. But we have to wait all weekend. So I'm just gonna give you guys a little sneak peek until that tire shows up. It's crazy because the red looks like it's like lit up. The way that it like electrifies on the bike and all the different like reflections of it and lighting on it. All right, grab the front wheel and let's put the front wheel in there.
I keep saying that.
Let's do it. Easy, easy.
Dude,
When there's a tire on that thing,
it's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be, and that yellow Del Knot pops pretty hard in the rear. I didn't think it was gonna.
all right, guys, good morning. We're back. Tire still did not show up. Luckily, my father, Lance, over at 2 Lane Life, had an extra one laying at the shop right here. Freshy.
Matching tread.
Yep, still got the little things on it. It's matching tread, right? American Elite. So we're gonna go ahead and try to throw that on. We're hoping to get this thing off of the lift. The other thing is we're kind of in a rush because I want to get it done because we have our editor Travis coming today and we have Josh from 2 Lane. Oh, you're here. What's up, dude? What are you doing, dude?
Good, brother.
I didn't even know you were here
Yeah,
when I
sitting around
start.
for a bit.
That was kind of awkward because I legit didn't know he was standing right there. Basically, his bike's here. You can see he's running our 9.5-inch pullbacks, our mid-bend stainless bars. Well, we're gonna use his bike to show you guys the actual install of our triple tree setup. How we get the lock to transfer over, how we put everything together, and his bike is untouched.
Pretty much, yeah. And I sat on that one. You have the 1-inch spacers on there, so I think I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Close position. When I did the top tree on my Road King, that was like cherry on top. You're sitting there perfect. I'm not the tallest dude, so
Yeah.
you know, all's good.
Yeah, so you sat on that thing, it felt good, right?
Yeah, the seat's a little different, but it feels perfect.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm kind of just a little bit reaching on this, whereas you're just sitting up straight. Life is good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this bike done so we can get working on this bike today so we can have a video live as soon as possible of a full-blown install. We're gonna show you guys how to press the stem and do everything proper. So that'll be going on today as well.
These bagger fronts are really hard. We might need a little manipulation, maybe a heat gun.
How do we feel, Juan?
I think I'm gonna help my boy out. Try to get this, like he said. I think the skinnier front tire is a little bit harder because you get less give.
It's like trying to put a rubber band around a.
Yeah.
What do we got? You got it on, dude.
Yeah, I'm just making sure before we get too far that I got quadruple check that I got the tire on right before it goes all.
Look at this one. It's like he's getting ready for a boxing match.
Yeah, dude.
This thing's beat me up.
Kind of thinking of dyno. It's got some food and camera gear and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, this one's Cole's dyno. You can ask him if you can take it, or that's the shop dyno. You can take that one, or take my dyno. You got your bags.
Got my little.
I dialed you in.
Here. And I think we're gonna make it work. Got some new ropers. My
Yeah.
new favorite. Yeah, I'm gonna take this in, be back in a couple hours, and have a whole new setup.
Yeah, we should be done with this by at least by end of day, and then so you can.
And I'm leaving it up to you. I saw the chrome top tree, but it sounds like you only have black bottoms.
Yeah.
So if whatever you want to do.
That's
do
a bummer. I mean, your bike wouldn't look bad with
I'm
the
cool
chrome
with black
top.
on black.
I'll see what
I don't know.
Juan's opinion is. Maybe we put the chrome top on yours and a black bottom to start. You have a lot of black and chrome like mix match. I mean, even like, you know, maybe we do that to start. It'll look cool from the top.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
haven't seen a chrome one on a bike yet.
Sure.
When we get a chrome bottom in a couple weeks, you can swap it. It's not that hard. All right.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
man.
Bagger fronts are no joke, dude.
How are we doing?
I think we're dialed, dude.
Balanced out.
Got those on the sides.
All right, brother, take it off.
Tires.
Last piece of the puzzle. Oh, baby. Took us only a weekend to wait for that wheel.
Piece de resistance.
Dude, the freaking flames, the paint job looks so good.
Now the tire stickers make it, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't stepped back. I'm like focusing only on this right
Dude,
now.
you wanted to see this like 5 days ago.
I know.
Remember on like, what was it, like Thursday night or something? He's like,
Yeah,
could I just like mock it up, please?
Lance had to take him to dinner just to make sure that he didn't stay.
I was gonna
with the
do
rest
it,
of the bike.
or like on Friday, because you showed up a little late. I was like, should I put it together? And then like Lance would be so mad. How good does that look?
It looks amazing, and how far it's come with the knowledge and expectations of what we know we're gonna do to it still.
Yeah.
I know, I was just thinking about that. Even like the black push rod covers and stuff that we're gonna put on it.
Yeah.
I will say, like, when we got them, I was like, I don't know if those are like hot rod flames, but now looking at it, dude, it looks hot rod.
Yeah.
All right,
It looks
yeah.
tough.
No,
Yeah.
I think, you know, we didn't know what it was gonna look like put together. But I had a little confidence. I was like, we gotta assemble it. Like, and it's definitely, every time I walk out, like, it's been growing on me, and like now it looks tough. Like, it
Yeah.
looks freaking sick.
100%. You guys hit it on the head. Like, looking at the tins originally, we were like, that wasn't what we anticipated the flames to look like. And, you know, we let Airtrix, Chris Woods do his thing. On the bike, it's doing
It's
justice. And we still haven't even taken it outside yet. Like, black out the engine. We already have the push rod covers. We have the black components. We're going to do that once we do the cam install with Luke from Fueling. And then when we change the exhaust system to all black. And look who just showed up.
Whoa, dude.
Hey, Travis.
I gotta take a lead.
Hey, Travis, it's Monday. This vlog needs to be edited by tomorrow.
Plus an install video all day today.
Yeah, it needs to be done, all wrapped up tomorrow. Drop it at the same time, all right?
All right, guys, we're gonna pull it off the jack right now. There it is. That tank's been dry now for how many weeks, Juan? Hold
Well,
that.
6 months.
Hold that funnel for me.
I got you, brother.
All right, look. Well, first of all, before we start, notice we used our new tank cover
Yeah, baby.
and a little bit of microfiber for to save the paint in case anything weird happens right now.
Easy. Oh, you got that all day. Whoa, getting a little squirrely there, buddy.
I had to restand, dude.
Did you get that thing, dude?
Yeah, one of our blinkers wasn't working, so this connector is the reason for it, but
Get the clip.
we can't get the clip.
All right, dude. Successful. No gas spillage anywhere on the bike.
There it is.
Wait, oh, don't show them yet.
Oh,
Don't
they
show
haven't
'em yet.
seen it.
Yeah, they haven't seen it like
dude.
rolled out yet. Wait,
All right.
real quick. If you are working on your bike, grab one of our tank covers. It's magnetic. It magnets to your bike. The inside is soft. And the top side that you would have, you can drop your phone in. If you're watching an install video, you could drop instructions in, and then you could like kind of leave some tools there while you're working. Comes in handy. You're on the website. You're ready to shop our site Black Friday this weekend. It's gonna be insane. Oh my God.
It looks sick.
It looks so good. Mind blown with all the pieces together at how well it came out. And I'm obsessed with the black forks through the black like trees and then the black risers like from this distance.
Without the like cowbell things, like it's still in uniform, like being all black, but it just looks more like aggressive and like race.
Yeah.
Like having like a thin black setup up front.
All right, guys, you ready to see this thing? Dang! Look at that. Come over here, let me show you my favorite part. All right, so we blacked out the like fork kind of grill, blacked the wheels out, put black fork tubes, our all new black tree. Follow that up. Boom. So our all new black tree with the forged carbon OEM lock, 9.5-inch pullbacks with the 1-inch spacer in the back setting up to our black mid-bend
When you're
bars.
sitting on the bike, dude, this just looks so good. Look at how good that riding position is.
It is dialed. So I feel at home right now. And then to top it off, it kind of is a bummer. It's a little bit of a cloudy day right now. The forged carbon going into this forged carbon. This is an OEM Harley part. Into this new Saddleman Thrashin seat. And then don't forget, we also blacked out all our components. So black P54s, black linkage, black easy shift, black -1-inch shifter, the black speedway, black apex. These are on the 1/2-inch lift. So it's giving us more ground clearance.
Going off the forged carbon GVT, black adjustable brake arm.
Forged carbon.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
more forged carbon.
Yep. This bike isn't done yet. We just had to wrap it up because we wanted to get our triple trees on it. We luckily had the tins, so we did the wheels, and we got it all blacked out. But one of the things that's really bugging me is that the exhaust isn't blacked out or something a little darker.
Yeah.
Because right now, this is too bright for me. So we're gonna swap this out. We're gonna black the push rod covers, black this out. We're gonna cam it. We're gonna make it faster.
We forgot to mention our black and red fuel and BA air filter.
Yep.
We took that lawnmower air filter off.
But Luke already said he's coming up on December. I think we're scheduled like December 6th. He's coming up and he's gonna help us put the cam in this thing up here at our facility. Another thing that I'm excited to do too. I didn't realize that it's not that bad, but I wanna black out this fully. All right, let's get this thing on the road so we can see it rolling. Check it out. I'm in love. I forgot how good it rides. And even that exhaust note sounds really good. And honestly, the chrome exhaust looks pretty good when it's on the road. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, this thing was badass. I'm so stoked. It took a while. Dude, look how sick it looks in the doorway right here. Look at it through the camera. Holy. It took a while to get that done. I'm super happy with how it turned out. I'm extremely happy with how it turned out. And it's not over yet, but I'm just like...
Rolling down the road, it looks like a tough guy bike.
Yeah.
Like those flames are badass.
Yeah.
I didn't know how, like I liked them, but I didn't know how it was gonna look pieced together. It definitely over-delivered for sure.
Sheesh. All right, guys, what's next on the chopping block?
Yeah.
We gotta tell them. It's been too long.
Way too long.
But if you think about it, how much longer have we had that bike apart? Sometimes things just take a little bit, all right? Greatness takes time. All right, well, here's the deal. This bike's gonna get a full transformation. It's gonna get more power. It's gonna get a sick paint job. We gotta start, dude.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, guys, so there you have it. It's coming up on the chopping block next. Hopefully we can start diving into this thing tomorrow morning and start sharing with you guys what our plans are with this. It's gonna be exciting, but for now, we have to close out this vlog because editor Travis is over there angry, sitting in the thinking chair. We gotta work on this bike. We gotta change the trees out for the all new triple trees that are live on the website right now. We're gonna show you the chrome one. We're gonna show you the bottom trees. We hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you guys for watching this vlog. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope you guys enjoyed the transformation of our 2024 Road Glide. Any questions, feel free to call us, 818-626-8350. Check out the website, thrashinsupply.com. Head over this Friday, Black Friday. It's gonna be sick. Any last words, boys? Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get dialed in, that thing dialed in. I can't wait.
All right, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving. See you later.
Late.